No.
Not necessarily. If you look in the side chat right now, Roots just posted at 52 after an hour. 4 objects that look like spheres, but only one of them is actually a sphere.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it is or isn't either way. What we're calling here is for humility. Humility in the face of baseless, unverified claims about what these stellar objects are for the past 100 years.
And what do you think of like satellites that take pictures of the Earth?
I think they're cool.
Is that it?
Yeah, like that's it. I
Do you
mean,
think they're authentic?
Well, there's no evidence that they're orbiting a globe.
There's no evidence they're in a vacuum of space either.
We don't really know what they
really?
are or what mechanics that they operate under. Because if you were to go to Goddard Space Flight Center, okay, their webpage, this is basically NASA's central hub, their dashboard for space objects. And if you scroll down on their front page under query to satellite queries, to query a satellite, they say you need to know which magnetic flux tube of force it's operating under so that the magnetic field lines that trace to ground stations can more accurately discern its location. Now, if you have any idea what that means, maybe you can enlighten us. We've been trying to crack this nut for a long time.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I was just gonna say, what do you think of?
Exactly.
I mean, have you heard of the white swan?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, you have?
Mhm.
What's your response to like the white swan?
Okay, so it's actually a black swan. Okay, because the horizon in the one that they call the white swan is actually about 500% further away than it should be of the Earth or a globe. Okay, so what we're more likely seeing in that observation is just a specific like an atmospheric effect that's taking place that fits the definition of what is called sinking, right? There can also be some ocean swells on that particular day, but it's not uncommon for something that would normally be visible on the horizon to apparently look like it's sinking behind the horizon. Okay, it's a well-known effect that happens. Right, it's like a form of an inferior mirage. An inferior mirage does the same thing. Right, makes things look like they're displaced lower than what they would normally be.
And what do you?
Okay, so if you go to Google right now, for example, if you type in what is sinking refraction, it will say exactly what I just said. It would say something that's normally visible on the horizon apparently looks like it's sinking below the horizon, even though it's not obstructed by anything.
Right.
Okay, so that could be what's happening with the white swan. But this is the thing, right? They're all only black swans exist when it comes to observations of the horizon. There's no such thing as a white swan. When they say white swan, they mean, oh, this is an observation where it matches up with the globe. Okay, it doesn't. It doesn't match up with the globe. There is not a single observation that matches up with the globe.
Yeah, and then like, do you know about like the neutrino experiment?
Which one? Yes.
Which one?
Yeah, there's one where they claim to have measured a stream horizontally, and one where they claim to measure a stream vertically.
Yeah, the one that Blitz guy was talking about.
Yeah, he got them confused.
Oh, how so?
The no hands guy? Holy.
Yeah, because
yeah,
that guy. Yeah, I mean so Indio thought he was talking about the vertical one, and so did Blitz, but I think Blitz's paper was about the horizontal one. So
I'm not sure. I'll have to ask him about it.
Yeah, so I mean, who's feeding you this crap in DMs, by the way?
Nobody. I just went
you're
on
just
YouTube.
coming up with this on your own?
Watch the Blitz thing.
I was watching Planet Peterson.
Aha. That guy's super fallacious. Strawman arguments. Yeah, he doesn't do very well when he has conversations with us.
Wow, he actually comes in here?
Of course.
Yeah, he's been in here, yeah. He was actually scared during the Blitz debate. We were trying to get him to actually join the stage, and he was refusing until he accidentally hit the join button. He came up for a few minutes and then ran away. But yeah, that guy, he's like a script guy, right? He's not someone that really, he's just like an arrogant script guy. He doesn't really have a good
Yeah, I
technical
mean, to me,
understanding of the
Yeah,
arguments.
like Professor Dave, he's all scripted. He buys his scripts.
he buys these scripts. We're from NASA. Sorry.
He said he says he's not an expert in anything, and what he does is he actually hires people that are experts in the field to write his scripts for him. He's basically like a presenter.
But like,
So he
where's
has a script, and then
where's
he
the
goes
evidence
on.
for that?
Well, he said that himself. I think I actually have that on
So if
video.
we give you a
Him saying
video
it.
of him saying that, are you going to deny it? Are you going to
No.
say are you going to say he meant
No.
something else? He meant something else.
No.
I'll find it for you, dude, because it is fair that I back up what I said. So just give me a
Yeah, and
second.
also he's not a professor either. He already said that.
Played a guy
What's a
that started
science
sniffing girls'
communicator?
hairs in some movie.
Yeah, something about love in LA or something like that.
Yeah.
Love and Lies in LA, I think it's called.
Yeah. What wasn't his role like hair sniffer #2?
Yeah, something like that.
But yeah, he said he's not a professor. He thought it would be a funny like name to call his YouTube channel, Professor Dave. He thought it would be fun. And he said he dropped out of college to follow a music career, which didn't work out. And then he said he's not really an expert in anything, and that he hires people to write his scripts for him and that kind of thing. But yeah, I'll just find the video where he actually talks about it.
Yeah.
That's why, like most of his arguments, right? So he'll have like AE maps, right? Like a globe projection, and he'll say, "Oh, this is the map that the flat earthers claim," and he'll strawman an argument, or he'll pick a really bad flat earth argument and say, "Oh, this is what all the flat earthers are claiming," and then the globe earthers watch it, and because they don't know the flat earth arguments properly, they believe that Dave's telling them the truth about what flat earthers are claiming, and then they come in here and try to bring those same fallacious arguments in here, and they get wrecked.
Yeah, to be honest, it doesn't help our case when people professing to be flat earthers show the AE map and say that this is flat earth or the best representation of it when it's completely 100% not.
Right. So you guys have like hit diamond when it comes to flat Earth.
This is the flat earth Pentagon.
Right.
Like this community's been around for more than 10 years. It's kind of the central hub. Many of the groups that you see out there have spun off, you could say, from here to go pursue their own agendas and endeavors.
Right.
Most of them.
So I found
All
the
of them?
video.
You think the moon landing was
literally
faked?
yeah,
Sorry.
obviously, definitely, bro. But just hold on a second, right? Just take 50 seconds and just watch the clip that I put in the side chat,
All right.
and then we can talk about the moon landing if you want.
All right. Great. Yeah. So he was talking about the stuff that he doesn't understand, but then he went on to say he understands chemistry well.
Yeah, so he shouldn't be talking about flat Earth then, huh?
He actually doesn't understand chemistry that well.
Yeah, he got that wrong too in the
He
debate.
failed as a
so-
professor. He used the excuse he went to become a musician instead, failed as that, and then had a second try to be a chemistry professor and failed again. And you can
Yeah,
also add
I've
bad
got another
actors
video where he talks
to his
about all of
resume.
that as well. It tells you.
I mean, that's fine. I mean,
exactly-
you can still be pretty knowledgeable even though you're not a professor, I would say.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
be.
that's true.
You can be, but you can also be very fallacious and trick people into thinking that flat earthers are claiming things that they're not claiming, and strawman people. Okay, so look, this you should watch.
I would agree.
Well,
Yeah,
listen,
real-
just 1 second. I'm gonna share something for you if you want to watch it later. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's like this guy called Mindshock. He's got a channel called Bruce McGuire on YouTube, and he's unbiased. Like he doesn't take sides, and he reviews debates, and he's a professional in formal logic and whatnot. Okay, so he goes over and he'll stop the debate every time someone makes a fallacy, and he'll explain what the fallacy was and how it was fallacious and blah blah blah. Right, and he did that with a bunch of Dave's debates, and Dave actually holds the records for the most amount of fallacies in a debate. and it's like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of fallacies. He's a very slimy, dishonest guy. I'll post
the
that
guy
video. Yep.
Yeah, who's the guy that knows about formal logic?
His name's it's Bruce McGuire. He's got a channel. It used to be called Mindshock, but now it's called Bruce McGuire. And you know, he's a very smart guy. So if you watch his videos, he'll
Is he a
stop the
flat
debate.
earther?
No, no.
Oh, are you sad about that?
Well, he's unbiased to it.
Why
He
does it
shits
matter
all
if
over
the guy's a flat earther, dude? If he's going to be calling out fallacies, is there a difference between people? Like, if you're a flat earther, you call them out more or less? Which is it?
What? I never
He doesn't
mentioned
say
that
he's
at
a
all.
globe earther. He doesn't say that the Earth's a globe, right? He just says that, look, I'm going to give an unbiased opinion on the debate, right? He doesn't bring his own opinion into it. He's like, okay, this is a logical fallacy because of X, and he'll tell you what it was and how it works and all that sort of thing.
I mean, this is irrelevant, but I actually do think he's a flat earther deep down, but he just doesn't admit it. Just saying.
Bruce,
Yeah,
everybody is.
Probably.
Everybody is. Some
Everyone
of them.
is. Yeah.
Some.
Good
Yeah.
point.
The globers that won't admit it, they think somebody's watching them.
Bruce McGuire?
Yeah, I'll grab the link for you, bro. McGuire. It's like MGUIRE.
Oh, not this guy then.
No, if you type in Mindshock, it'll probably come up. But I'll grab it for you, and I'll grab the specific date and the specific video, and I'll put it in the side chat. Just 1 second.
Oh, McGuire. Oh yeah, this guy. Okay. And
So if you just go to search and just
knows
type in Dave.
knows about formal logic.
Yeah, he knows a ton about it.
And where did he say? I guess, or how do you actually know?
Know what?
Here we go.
What do you wait? No, I mean, I'm genuinely curious.
How do we know what?
Because every single show of everything he's ever done is focused on this topic, the application of formal logic.
I mean that could still be the case, and like, yeah, I mean,
you can fact check everything that he's saying. That's the thing. Okay, so it doesn't matter what your opinion is about it. He's stating mainstream logical fallacies. Okay, and he's breaking them down, and he's showing it happen live and explaining it. I mean, you can try to go against that if you want, but he's just pointing out things that happen in the debate. That's all. He calls out the flat earthers as well if they do it. Here's the video I was talking about, by the way.
Right. But yeah. So, what do you think about the moon?
We can't validate about the moon. Okay, I think that America faked the moon missions. Okay, that doesn't prove that the Earth's not a globe. But the footage is absolutely ridiculous looking. Most people haven't even looked at it. And then when I share clips of the footage, they're like, that's bullshit. There's no way that that's NASA footage. That's completely fake. Prove to me that that's actually NASA footage. And then I have to go show them on NASA's YouTube channel and website that this is actually NASA footage.
Yeah. I mean, have you heard of what they're doing with that time capsule that was in Michigan?
I'm not sure.
They said it came from a rocket. Oh, you're not sure about it? Oh, okay.
No, I haven't looked into that one.
Oh. Yeah.
But tell me. Tell me about it.
Nobody can open it until 2079 or some shit.
Why?
It's weird.
Why is that?
I don't know.
That's funny.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the Russians found it, and then it's in Michigan now, and yeah, nobody can open it until 2079.
What happens if you open it?
I'm not sure. I couldn't tell you.
Maybe there's some flat Earth proof inside.
Maybe
if you open it too early, you're going to ruin the psyop. They've clearly got a psyop planned.
Open it.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think about aliens?
Space is fake. What do you think about
You think-
aliens?
I mean, I'm
when you
open to
say
the
aliens,
possibility.
when you say aliens, you mean like Mexicans?
When I say aliens, I'm talking
Dempsey,
about
he's
other
not
life
talking
forms
about
beyond
you.
us.
Oh, I got triggered when he said alien. I thought he was talking about
I
my people.
know you always pop up when you think everybody's talking about you because you're paranoid.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
see,
I
he
mean,
said
when
alien, so I mean, I have a reason.
Yeah, when I say aliens, I'm talking about other life forms from outer
Foreigners.
space.
From outer space? No, space is fake. So now what do you think
Wait,
about
how is-
aliens? Because you missed
Well,
it before when I said that.
Yeah, I did. I'll just ask, how do you justify that space is fake? How do you defend that
How do you
proposition?
justify space is real, as you've been told? That's the question.
But
We're
that's
asking
just
that
gonna be like
question.
hold on, but then that's just gonna be a burden shift fallacy.
No, it's not, because we're not the one making the claim about what space is. The claim
I
on the
never-
table
I
is that
never-
space is an infinite expanding vacuum. Listen,
mean, I never
my
made the-
request for exposition is not a denial or acceptance of that claim.
Wait, so you don't deny or accept my claim?
No, I'm just asking for clarification and justification.
I never even had a proposition when it comes to me saying.
Well,
space
you
is
may have
real.
not, but this is
You
with
did.
regards to the claim that space is an ever-expanding vacuum.
Oh, okay. Well, how does that have to do with what we were just discussing a few seconds ago?
Well, you tried to reverse the burden.
No, I never tried to reverse the burden.
Yeah, you said, how can you justify that space isn't a vacuum? That's a total burden reversal.
You understand when nobody makes a positive claim and somebody makes
So
a negative
you're
claim,
avoiding the claim on the table, which is that space is an expanding vacuum that we're asking for clarification on.
I mean, you're just dodging my explanation.
No, I'm actually engaging it directly.
Yeah, you're engaging it by saying something else that doesn't even correlate to what I originally
No,
said.
you tried to reverse the burden.
Wait, can you just elaborate when you say reverse the burden?
Yeah, you asked us to prove a negative.
No, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to him.
Well, listen, I'm speaking for him right now.
I never posted. Yeah, I mean, I never made a positive.
Yeah, maybe you need to withdraw.
How do you know that it isn't fake? Is just going to be burden shifting if I've never made a positive claim?
Why did you ask us to prove a negative if you weren't trying to reverse the burden?
Well, why are you claiming aliens are from outer space? And then I said space is fake, and you tripped out. So you were claiming space is real.
Well, that's so space. In that, I guess, kind of like, well, it wasn't even a claim. It was kind of a question because I said, like, what do you think about aliens or something, right? But
and
I can agree
said,
that.
are you talking about me because I'm an illegal alien? And you said, no, I'm talking about space aliens. And I said, space is fake. Now, what do you think of space aliens? And you tripped out, right, Jemsy?
Yeah, I mean, as I was saying, I guess you can kind of say. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can kind of say that I was presupposing that space was real. At least that's on your view, right? But then, if you still make I guess, in a sense, negative claim about space being, like not real, then I'll just ask for the proof that it's not real.
Because that's a counter proposition, not the proposition.
Wait, no, hold on, but the proposition previously that I made had nothing to do with his negative negative claim at all with his proposition.
Yeah, well, I didn't accuse you of making a positive claim. I said the claim on the table.
You did.
The same one you were referring to for us to make a negative proposition about.
Yeah, and did I make a positive claim about space being real? I presupposed it. Yeah, sure, but
to reverse the burden, you had to by necessity. You had to in order to reverse the burden, as you did by having us try to substantiate a negative, which is a counter proposition to the proposition on the table that you were inferring.
When you say okay, yeah, so when you say
the end.
When you say the possibility,
if you continue past this point and don't withdraw, I'm gonna freaking mute you for trolling.
Wait, how am I
performative? Look at it like this. If I said to you Bigfoot is not real, would you turn around and say, prove to me that Bigfoot is not real?
No, I would just say, how do you know that Bigfoot is not real? Like, what sort of, what's the standard you're using to determine that Bigfoot is not real or something?
Because nobody's been able to justify the positive claim that it is real.
There we go.
So it's instantly not fake. So then what do you think about brute facts that
I don't have to automatically accept a baseless claim as I said before. When I
I mean,
ask
that's
for
fine, but
exposition, I'm neither agreeing with the claim or denying the claim.
hold on, but again, like, yeah, this is just gonna be like a quick yes or no. Like, was I talking to you?
You're talking to all of us. It's an open panel, yeah? So yes, you were
Correct.
talking to him. Yeah.
Okay, so was I
Okay,
engaging
I get
in
it. You don't like
conversation?
me, okay? And it's because I'm pointing out the
It's not
flaws
that I
in
don't
your
like you,
logic.
bro. Flaws in my logic. What?
Yeah. Your
You mean
suppositional logic
reasoning?
is flawed.
Yeah, I mean you just mean reasoning, right? Because we're engaging in an informal conversation or informal discussion, right?
Well, you tried to reverse the burden, and that made it more formal, right?
No, actually, no.
Yeah, it did. You tried to engage in formal logic at that very instant, so you're wrong.
Wait. Okay, I think you're confused on what formal logic is.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, so formal logic is it's the study of structured reasoning that has like rules of inference to
Correct.
apply.
You added structure
Yeah,
to
okay.
it, which I destroyed by knocking out your presupposition.
But wait, you do understand that if we're just engaging with like some type of like, I guess in a sense, informal reasoning, right? And there's no formal argumentation behind it, then it's
so maybe you don't want to
ultimately-
make burden
then
reversals.
it's not gonna be. Hold on, real quick. Let me just say this: it's not gonna be formal because I'm not even using any rules of inference or have a logical structure to any of my propositions. You understand that, right?
That's your plan? You're going to try to not do that? Well, you've already been
just back
you've
it up.
already been
wait.
smoked in this, dude.
Wait.
backing up.
I'm not saying I'm not gonna try to do that. I'm just saying what I originally did wasn't or didn't engage in formal logic at all, or any branch of formal logic, like propositional logic, or maybe like say like first order logic, anything. It was just informal, I guess, kind of like discussion. It wasn't like
Okay, well, I'll let you back it up. All right, let's back it up, reverse it, start over.
I mean, if that's your way of coping, I mean, sure, I guess.
I'm not coping.
Okay, let's back it up and start over. No, space is fake. Now what do you think of space aliens? Go.
Well, do you think that in some possible world space could be real?
No.
You don't? So then what's going to be okay, so you think it's logically contradictory?
Absolutely.
Yes.
So when I say it's logically possible given a possible world for space to be
No,
real,
it's not possible.
what's going to be the contradiction?
Gas pressure without a container.
That's not a contradiction.
Yeah, it is. There's necessary
not.
antecedents to gas pressure.
But hold on. But again, space.
Hold on. No, there are antecedents that are necessary to gas pressure's existence.
I mean, I can grant that.
Okay, so it's not possible. Period.
Okay, hold on. When I say possible, what modality do you think I'm operating in? Logical modality, physical modality? What's physically possible?
Well, in this case, they're
I'm
one and the
talking
same.
about? You understand that something can be physically impossible, like you're referring to, but logically possible, right? There's a clear distinction.
Not in this case.
There's nothing logical about making air bubbles in a vacuum. There's nothing logical about air bubbles in a vacuum.
We're dealing with natural law.
Okay, can you chill for like 2 seconds, please?
We're dealing with natural law. That's why. Laugh all you want.
But natural law can get violated.
Really?
Yeah,
can get violated?
When we're talking about
like magical unicorns in your brain, sure, okay.
Absolutely. I mean, it's logically possible.
Let's talk about fantasy here. No, we're talking about real world. Okay, application of logic.
I know we're talking.
The real world application of physics.
We can talk about real world, but my question was centered around the logical possibility.
Okay, so what? Like you can conjure up something in your brain and that makes it real?
Wait, what? The reason I'm saying it's not logically impossible
in your brain, and you're like, therefore it's possible. That's called a reification fallacy, dude. Would I like to engage in concept reification fallacies with a debate, bro? No.
As I was saying, right?
Yeah,
so
don't
when we say something is logically,
bro.
Let me just clarify. When we say something is logically impossible, we're just saying that it's a contradiction within logic, right?
No, you're trying to get us to reify concepts.
If I say, okay, so you're just gonna wait, okay, so then you're just gonna deny the laws of logic?
No, I'm not. I'm going to deny your concept reification fallacy, which is an acceptance of logic.
Oh yeah, and did you come to that conclusion within the use of logic?
I came to this conclusion when you asked us to conjure up something as a possibility in your brain that is inherently contradictory.
And the steps that you made, was you using some type of reasoning to get there?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, so then you are accepting the laws of logic then.
Of course I accept the laws of logic, sure.
Okay, so then
I'm using it to
when you
destroy
was
your
talking a
concept
few seconds
reification
ago,
fallacy, which is a violation of the laws of logic.
wait, how is it a violation of? I'm not even sure what the fallacy even is. So maybe you can elaborate
The
on the
concept
fallacy.
reification fallacy? Okay, maybe somebody can post it in the chat and you can educate yourself on this debate,
No,
bro.
but you're the one using it, so I think you would, like be more informative on what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, I already
So
defined it
when I
like
just
3
ask
times through the
you,
course of our conversation. If you were listening and picking up on the cues that I was talking about, you would have heard my definition of what concept reification fallacies are.
that's fine, but I don't understand why it's so hard for you to repeat what you said again.
Because I don't want to waste my time doing concept reification fallacy experiments with you, bro.
But you're saying it 24/7, so I can just make the case that you already are wasting your time.
No, you're wasting my time.
If I say hi 24/7 and then somebody asks me, "Hey, what does that word mean?" and I'm just gonna say, "Hey,
You're wasting our time.
What?
Thanks for owning yourself again. Can you step on the garden rake any harder?
And just
Yoder, it is interesting that this topic, more than any other topic that I have ever known, reveals 99% are brain in a jar types.
Yeah, which isn't even true. Because then you got to get into the internal and external world. You know, how can you conjure up something that you never had an experience with in the first place? It's like, how could Helen Keller imagine what sight is like?
110%, my friend. The interesting thing is that there seems to be no lower limit to the globy. Really.
A Mange is here.
What, Maine?
Big man is here, fellas. Big man is here.
Mange.
Bro, what are you
The
talking about, man?
Mange is here.
What is a mange? Pussy?
Look it up.
I ain't looking it up, boy. You tell me. You tell me, boy.
No, it's too disgusting.
Yeah, we back on that flat shit. We back on flat earth, man. We back. We back, and we gonna get to the truth once and for all, yeah?
Are you a
Hey, if that
merchant
other guy shows up, just immediately ban him.
I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, ban his ass. But yeah. Where did we left off yesterday?
You were spiraling.
About what?
You had a string of lights you had a string of lights in the sky, and you said they're magical and they're falling all the time.
Yeah, I said it was magic, yeah.
Which way is down for a satellite that's in orbit?
Back to Earth, you know. They're free falling.
Wrong.
Free falling.
If it's
How come they
around the
go
globe,
over your
the plane
house?
is down is in the direction to travel.
One at a time, fellas. I didn't hear that.
How is down going around over your house?
Bro, you asked me which direction is down. I only answered that. I didn't tell you that it was being
Satellite, it's in the
constantly.
direction of its orbit, not down at Earth.
What I wanted to tell you now is the satellite stays, in orbit by its constant velocity, which is the same rate as it is free falling down on Earth. That's why over the Earth's curve, it's having a velocity going over the Earth's curve, but it's still falling. But the Earth's curve, it goes further and further and further. And the velocity which it goes nullifies that free fall.
How did they calculate the velocity needed if they didn't measure the Earth curve already from the ground?
They did.
They'll need a tangential velocity, which requires a curvature measurement.
Can you repeat that? Sorry.
They'll need a tangential velocity, which requires a curvature measurement to have a radius.
Hold on. You're asking me to give you a velocity which is needed to surround the curve, yeah? The measurement. You're asking me to give you orbital mechanics formulas right now.
No, not really, because those are just kinematics. I want the dynamic. I want the dynamic force. I want the dynamic force of down, the twisting, torquing, rotational measurement of the satellite.
Hold on, man. I ain't got no twisting, torquing mechanisms to show you right now. All I want to tell you is we got these explanations, yeah, and we can believe in, or we don't believe them. That's it. That's bottom line, homie. But we can also, you know what? Also, we can do. We can look at it and see it doesn't move any other way because there's
Well,
no
you need
propellant.
to look, see, and then one more thing, you need to imagine.
But we can see it.
Yeah, we see the same thing. You just have an imagination about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
you've never seen a satellite orbit. You've seen it move.
Yeah, I've seen it move. Yeah, and
Correct. Yeah,
hundreds
yeah.
of thousands of people have seen it move all
Yeah,
around the
yeah, we
globe.
see them move.
But all around the globe we see it move. Yeah.
Well, that's the part that you have to imagine.
No, dude, yesterday you tried this and you said, I can get 50 people and we'll all follow it around the globe. And I said, go ahead. And you said, I can't get 50 people.
Yeah, for sure. Goddamn
You
right.
gotta imagine it.
I ain't gonna get 50 people, but listen.
That's right. You're not going to be able to do it. Remember, I said those same words yesterday. Also, this is like deja vu day for you.
No. It's not deja vu. We've been talking about this for 1 minute right now. But let me ask you guys one question, okay? So you guys know that you can follow Starlink on the internet. You know, you have the website which follows it orbit around Earth. You know how?
Yeah, that's because you can't actually see it for yourself. You have to imagine it, and the app conforms to your imagination of it.
Hold on. You know how ISS has that little orbit projection down on the live stream? You know, 24 live stream of ISS.
It's based off a coordinate reference system.
Huh?
Yeah, so there's a coordinate reference system for space. One of them is called IGP4, and it's based off the WGS84 model.
Okay, don't. Okay, so basically, you can track the Starlink satellite in its orbit on a website, and when you see,
yeah, I understand how it works. I'm giving you the coordinate reference frames for the mathematics of the orbital mechanics.
Great, buddy. But when you see,
I know more about this than you.
Yes, you do. When you see,
don't need to teach us.
Oh my God, man! Let me finish, man. So when you see the Starlink orbit is gonna cross where you live, and you go out, see it in the sky, and it matches the exact minute it should be over your head, and every single human can do this, yeah, and it matches. Why do you say that's like not plausible? Not why do you say it doesn't work?
What do you mean? It works mathematically. It works within the coordinate reference frame.
Yoder, listen to me. Let me rearrange this question. Let me rearrange this question for you, buddy. So we have Starlink satellites. We can follow it on a website where it is at each exact moment. Yeah. And
using an arbitrarily chosen coordinate reference frame.
And why does that matter if they orbit or not?
It matters because it's an interpretive frame that allows you to consider these things going in an orbit around a ball within that coordinate reference system.
Okay.
There are other interpretive frames that don't utilize the Earth as a sphere.
Okay, so
right, and the mathematics work the same.
Are we agreeing that the website is actually providing the current location of Starlink satellites? You know, the website I'm talking about.
No.
Why not?
Because when the lights go away, you still have internet.
What are you talking about? I'm not even connected to Starlink. I'm using broadband cables.
Yeah,
then how do you know what the lights are?
It's accurate to say that the ISS is correctly plotted within the coordinate reference system.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean the coordinate reference system matches actual reality. Those are two separate things.
Okay. So Yoder, we agree on that. Let's say we doesn't know if it actually orbits, but it actually shows and when and where the thing is, and you can spot it, right? So we agree on that.
Yeah, no ball required.
Okay, no ball required. So now the other question: are those ISS and Starlink and all the other satellites, are they constantly in air above us, or they come down and then get relaunched or something like that?
Sorry, what?
So the other question that follows that one was, so then does the ISS, the Starlink, and all the other satellites, are they constantly flying in air above us at a constant speed?
I don't know what they are. I mean, well, it's going to be constant acceleration,
Yeah.
right? Because uniform circular motion is constant acceleration.
Okay, but so you're saying you don't know if they're constantly flying above us or not?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what they actually are. There could be
You don't know
something up
what
there
they
that
are.
coincides with what they are.
Okay. So when you buy Starlink, yeah, and you put the dish out, satellite dish, what do you think how do you think you're receiving the signals from that satellite? From the dish, the Starlink dish, yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to have firsthand knowledge of where the signal's coming from.
Just rebranded Dish Network.
So it's a dish network. The signal comes from radio towers, yeah. Is that what you're saying, Professor?
Yeah, go ahead and debunk me.
Okay. So we get all the internet, all the cell signals from radio towers on Earth. Yeah, there's no satellites involved.
No, your phone doesn't connect to a space can.
My phone don't connect to a space can.
Man.
All right, big fellas. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. We left there yesterday, and I think we concluded, just like right now, we don't agree on it. I mean, we concluded that us globetards have the explanation, but you guys don't believe in it. And that's pretty much bottom line on a lot of these topics we can discuss, yeah? But what I wanted to talk about right now is I didn't quite get a satisfactory conclusion about this one. So yesterday we mentioned you could make a circle around the world, yeah, on a flat earth, right? Let's say you go from Australia to Africa, then to South America, and then back to Australia. We all agree you made a circle on the earth, yeah?
Yeah, that's right.
can
I have to go. I'll be back in like 15 to 20.
Come on, Yoder, we was getting interesting right now. All right, Professor DJ, you guys are up, man.
Man.
And T-Dub as well. I know my man T-Dub is in here. So, we all agree you guys can circle the earth, right? Just like I gave an example of right now. Yeah. So, if the earth is flat and you make a circle on a flat earth, you guys would think that flat earth would be in a spherical shape, maybe even hexagon, octagon, circle, whatever. But it should be in some kind of circular shape. Don't you guys agree?
No.
Why not? Explain.
Is a lake flat?
I say it's lake shaped.
Yeah. But
are all lakes circular shaped?
No, but they have edges.
There you go.
Where's that?
Seashore.
But where are the edges to the earth then? That's what I want to ask. You just helped me right there. Where are the edges to the earth then?
Where's in the lake? Where's the edge at?
On the shoreline.
That'd be that's an edge. You think that is?
Yeah, edge of a lake. Yeah.
So California is like the edge of the ocean, right?
Huh?
California is the edge of the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
There you go.
So where are the edges to our Earth? Our
California.
Earth?
He just told you California.
Yeah, but hold on, bro. You're not making sense. I'm telling you, we have Pacific Ocean going past. We're not talking about shorelines. We're talking about Earth's edge. Earth, not landmass. We're talking about our planet, yeah? So you can go past California to Pacific Ocean, and there should be something past Pacific Ocean. You understand? Because if the Earth is in a circular shape, just like we concluded right now, or never mind it being circular. It any shape or any way, it has to have an edge, final line, bottom line, doesn't it? You got you guys agree with me, or you're saying something flat doesn't have to have an edge? I'm waiting.
Where's the edge of a lake?
I just told you a minute ago. How can tell me something flat that doesn't have an edge? Edges in our reality, Professor. I'm listening. Yeah, yeah. I think we hit something right here. I think we hit some. T-Dub, any thoughts, man? DJ, maybe you.
Yeah, same answer as before. How is California not an edge of the Pacific Ocean inside your own worldview? Inside your own epistemology, you said the shoreline or a coastline would be an edge. Then when we told you, sure, so California is the edge, and you said, no, it's not. So how do we have to square the contradiction here? There's a contradiction inside your worldview that you have shores and coastlines are edges and not edges at the same time.
Great.
That's a dude. That's a contradiction.
You're poisoning the well here. It's called
not
poisoning the well.
That'd be a fallacy. Because even if it was poisoning the well, even so, it doesn't square the contradiction. Just because
it's not a contradiction.
Yeah,
it's
because
not a contradiction.
Is California an edge or not?
An edge to what?
The ocean.
Yeah, it's a part of an edge. Yeah.
There we go. So there's the edge you keep looking for.
Hold on. I'm not talking about a Pacific Ocean. I'm talking about the whole Earth.
Which would be what?
Earth, the planet we live on.
Planet now. So a planet?
I never asked you guys about anything.
How do you know about a planet? Where did that come from? How is Earth a planet? Do you know what a planet is? What's the definition of a planet? Because you're going to contradict yourself again.
Great.
Dude, you're going to contradict yourself. Define planet. Define planet.
Okay, listen to me, bro. I will define planet, but just give me 1 second. Let me
don't worry. No color commentary. Let's be hyper specific. Words matter. The definition of words matter. You use the word planet. Yeah. What is the definition of that word? What does that word mean?
It's an astronomical body generally required to be in orbit around a star.
Okay, so Earth is not that. Earth is the ground below your feet. Earth is not some object in the sky rotating around a star.
Okay, let's say we agree on it. Let's say Earth is not a planet. Let me ask you about this then. Real simple. I'm not asking you nothing about nothing except this. Where are the edges on a flat Earth? Because
you said inside your own worldview, you've got all of California would be an edge.
What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about?
You said that the edge of a lake or an ocean or any body of water would be the
about body of water.
You did.
I'm saying Earth, the thing we live on, not the body of water.
Yet inside your own worldview, you said all flat things have edges and are circular. We're like, okay, well, how about a lake?
The flat things are all circular.
How about you said that?
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You said all flat objects are circular.
Who said that? Bro, you're putting words in my mouth now. Come on, man. Listen, I don't want to talk with you about nothing except let's I got two questions for you, real simple. Is there anything in this reality that we know of that is flat and doesn't have edges?
Yeah, we talking about like anything in this reality that's flat and doesn't have edges. You said the same thing. A lake would be flat and doesn't have edges.
So lake doesn't have edges.
You said that. Yeah, there's no edges.
What? Man, who am I talking with right here? Am I going crazy or some shit?
Okay, doesn't have edges.
Crazy?
Okay, so does a lake have edges? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, how about a river? Does a river have edges?
Yes.
Ocean. Does an ocean have edges?
Yes.
Okay, so then Earth, there's a part of Earth called California.
Man, don't bring up. Why are you bringing up California? We're going so good. Rivers, lakes, and oceans have edges. And where's the Earth's edge then? Crete, where's the Earth's edge?
California would be the edge.
Oh my God. And I know I'm tripping with this shit, man. This dude said California is the world's edge.
Yeah, anytime you see water touch Earth inside your worldview, that would be the edge. That would be Earth creating an edge.
Plain and truth, my man. You hear, bro? My man. Anybody else want to discuss this, man? I can't with Crit. Crit making me sound crazy out here, man. Professor, you here, man? I know I ain't going crazy out here. Anybody?
Yeah, I'm here. I agree with you. I agree with you. The edge is California.
Man, hell wrong with you, boy. Hell, you think edge of Earth is California? Explain to me, what are you talking about, man?
Debunk me.
Oh, come on, man. We ain't talking right now. I know you guys on some bullshit right now. You guys on some bullshit, man. Talking about California is the edge of Earth. You crazy?
Here's a better question for you.
Yeah, I'm listening.
How would you fall off of a pond?
You wouldn't fall off of a pond.
Okie dokie then.
Maybe if there's, straits or something.
Okay, so we can't fall off the pond. There you go.
Yeah. And the level line is, where's the edge of the Earth? If Earth is flat, where are the edges of it?
I don't know where the edge of the pond is. Like the land? Yeah, I don't know where the end of that is. Do you?
Yeah, there is none.
Do I have to know where that is to know that the Earth is flat?
Yeah.
No.
Why not?
False equivalence fallacy.
You know why? Because if something is flat, it has edges.
Yeah. Okay. So where's that at?
There is none. That's why Earth is not flat.
No, that's not that there is none. It's just that nobody knows where it's at.
What do you mean? How do we not know where something is not? Haven't we traversed?
Because I don't know. Because I don't know how big the Earth is, and neither do you.
So you're saying humanity didn't discover all shorelines of all continents, like the generally. And I'm not talking about 2 kilometers over here, 2 kilometers over there. I'm talking about
Japan discovered 7,000 islands recently.
Okay, 7,000 islands we discovered. But where are they? Where are they, Professor?
In the ocean.
Where in the ocean? In which ocean?
You go find the article from Japan, and they'll tell you where they're at.
Does it matter where?
Yeah, because you guys are you guys are saying like we haven't discovered all of the oceans, and using the logic which we agreed on that you can circle around the Earth, we can conclude also that if the Earth is flat and you can make a circle on it, that we traversed around the Earth. Yeah, traversed around it. So you're saying if we did traverse
you talk yourself into a contradiction again.
Hold on. Let me
yeah,
finish this, Crit. Crit, let me finish. 10 more
no,
seconds, then you can talk,
you
please.
don't
10
need
more
to finish
seconds.
it because you're in a contradiction.
Oh my God, Crit, let me talk, man. Come on, man.
Dude, you are just hold on. Okay, think about what you're going to say before you say it. If
I'm
the Earth is
thinking
flat,
all of the time, man. Listen.
if the Earth is flat, you can draw a circle on it. You can't draw a circle if the Earth is not flat.
You can. But
Okay,
who said
so
that? Who said that?
It's what you call a red herring. It doesn't matter.
I'm not talking.
You should be able to draw.
Oh
You
my
can draw
God,
a circle either way.
You're putting words in my mouth all of the time. Listen to me, man. Hell wrong with you.
It's clarifying your own thoughts for you.
The issue
Ain't
is, you
clarifying
said,
shit.
if the Earth is a flat, you can draw a circle. If the Earth is anything, you can draw a circle on it.
Well, no. If Earth is a rectangle, you cannot draw a circle. Like, let's say we traverse from Australia to Africa. The example I gave you cannot draw a circle around those 3 continents on a rectangle. Yeah, because then you would.
You just draw a circle, a circumnavigation. You do a circle navigation around those 2 spots.
Not around them, through them. You know.
Yes,
Let's say you go. Yeah, I was.
Yeah. You just would draw a circle going from point A to point B and going around back the other way.
But you cannot go. You know why? Because if it's on a rectangle, let's say Australia is right, Africa is in the middle, and South America is on the left. How are you gonna get from South America back to Australia without touching Africa on a rectangle Earth? How?
A rectangle Earth?
Yeah. But this guy is saying you can circle on any Earth. You can circle.
Yeah, so rectangles are flat, dude.
Yeah. That's what I'm telling you. But the critic saying I said you can draw a circle on any type of Earth. You can circle around the continents, around Earth, yeah, on any type of Earth. I didn't say that. But listen to what I'm saying right now. So we agreed that you can circle around the Earth. We know from let me finish. The point that I was saying is Australia, South Africa, or any part of Africa, Madagascar, I don't know, back to South America, and then again back to Australia, going the same route, yeah, same cardinal direction.
You're confusing the map with reality, because the only way you think you know where these are due to a coordinate reference system that you prefer.
Okay, let's say I don't prefer any coordinate system. Let's say I take a plane or a boat, and I got a general direction.
Then how do you know where you are?
How do I know where I'm at? I'm using Google Maps.
Well, you're using coordinates.
Yeah, I'm using coordinates.
Because you're going to have to know where things are relative to other things if you're going to plot a course ahead of time before going there, right?
I'm using a compass, due west. I'm going due west from Australia.
You're using Google Maps.
No.
Okay.
I'm using Google Maps to know where I'm at, and I check it with my own eyes. Is this true where I'm at? And Google Maps says this shit.
So you realize Google Maps was created on a coordinate reference system.
Oh man, Yoder, let me finish the goddamn point. It don't matter what I'm using, man.
Well,
I'm not using Google.
If you're using a coordinate reference system, it's arbitrary.
Okay, what about compass?
What about a compass? It's not a coordinate reference system. I mean, if you want to use a compass, go for it. How do you know which direction you're actually facing at every point of time?
Are you saying if I take a compass, I start from Australia, I put it on west, and I steer my boat on due west, and I keep it due west all of the time? Are you saying I won't hit Africa, and after that I won't hit South America, and after that I won't
you're going to
hit
get
Australia
confused,
again?
and I'll tell you why. You're going to get confused, and I'll tell you why. Because in some points of the Earth, the needle on your compass is going to point north, right where the sun is rising in the east.
What are you talking about? Have you heard what I asked you?
It's called magnetic declination. People who are sailing notice that in some places on Earth, that the north bearing point on the compass was facing the sun.
Bro, have you heard what I asked you?
Are you hearing what I'm telling you? That the compass is probably not going to put you where you think you are.
Bro, okay, we're using a laser gyroscope, yeah? We're
Well,
using
you're
a
going to need
laser.
an accelerometer too.
Huh?
Yeah, you'll need an accelerometer in addition to the gyroscope.
Okay, I'm using everything I need to use to plot my way due west. Are we agreeing that I will hit Africa from Australia and then South America, and then again I will hit Australia after South America by heading due west?
The true answer is no, because this is dependent on what west is and how west is defined. It's arbitrary. You got so many different wests, right? You got magnetic west, you've got map west, you've got west with respect to where Polaris is, you've got west with respect to where the sunrise on the equinox is. You got so many different wests.
Yoder,
Don't
is
agree
there
with each other.
okay, we cannot agree here either then. Okay. Yoder, is there anything that's in our reality that is flat and doesn't have edges?
Anything that is flat without edges in
Yeah,
reality.
does anything exist like that?
My table.
Yeah, inside the
I would say
heliocentric.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
You're
inside the
not sure.
heliocentric model,
Could
you've got the galaxy, the universe. It's supposedly
Could you
flat with
think
no edge.
could you think about anything that's flat and doesn't have edges in our reality?
Yeah, how about
Let's
your galaxy? Your
no, we're not.
Milky
We're
Way
saying
galaxy.
the Earth is flat. We're saying the Earth
Yeah,
is flat. I'm
how
saying
about the solar system? Does the solar
Wait.
system have an edge?
The solar system.
I mean,
In which way is
Yeah.
the
it
solar
sounds like
system flat?
off the bat, it sounds like a violation of Euclidean space. Say that.
Okay. So if the Earth is flat, where are her edges, Yoder?
Irrelevant.
Huh?
Irrelevant. It's entirely irrelevant.
Why is it irrelevant? If something is flat, it needs to have an edge. Where are the Earth's edges?
Maybe so, but yeah, maybe so. Maybe there are edges. Still measures flat. Maybe there are no edges. Maybe this is a really mystical place. And while there are limitations to our existence due to the defined gas pressure we breathe, that the actual plane itself extends further beyond the upper limits of where gas is pressurized. And maybe it could extend infinitely for all I know. And our
So
little piece of it is constrained. So
okay,
who knows,
okay,
man?
okay. So all of our explorers, all of humans that traverse this globe daily and last, I don't know how many thousands of years, none of them have found the edges of the Earth.
I don't think so. Maybe they have. Maybe there are edges to discover. Maybe there are edges that can't be discovered due to
How
physical
would that work?
limitations. Well, due to physical limitations. You don't have
So
a airplane big enough or a boat strong enough.
to
Maybe
endure
the
what?
elements are too harsh.
To endure what? The elements where? Where are these unapproachable lands or seas?
Well, there's some very harsh
You cut out there.
conditions in Antarctica. There are harsh
Antarctica.
conditions. Yeah, Antarctica, like the highest land on Earth, you have a high risk of dying due to lack of oxygen. It gets super freaking cold, especially in the winter.
We
Like,
flew
and
over Antarctica north to south, and we circled around it thousands of times.
only if you believe in the map, but maps aren't reality.
Have you heard me? We flew over Antarctica south to north, and
Maybe
we
so.
circled around.
Maybe
We cir-
Antarctica's not the end. Maybe it's an island on flat Earth.
Okay, but where do we go next? What do you propose? Where should humans go?
I
If
don't
ask me,
know.
I'm gonna
Earth
fight for
measures
flat
flat
Earth.
everywhere.
Yeah, no
I'm
one's
gonna
ever just kept going south, bro. No one's ever just continued to go south, right?
No
And if
one's
the
ever
Earth would
continued to
implode,
go
you'd come
south.
back to where you started. No one's ever done that we can validate. Okay, so you don't have an answer there, even on the globe side.
It
So
doesn't
you guys
matter.
don't believe in a South Pole, basically, geographic South Pole. You guys don't believe in it.
A geographic one? Nah, not really. There's a map South Pole that you can call the geographic South Pole. We can go with that because I'm not afraid of the coordinate reference grid.
So what about people that claim they flew over Antarctica?
Have you examined their claims? Because we have, and we know that they actually haven't done it the way that you think that they have.
How did you examine it, and what did you conclude?
We looked at their own claims where they were not able to fly completely across the southern geographical pole, as stated.
And you determined that by how?
By looking at their own evidence.
What evidence?
The evidence of South Polar flights. Nobody's ever been able to produce the claim,
What
evidence for the claim
What
that
evidence? I'm asking
they've
what.
traversed Antarctica from south to north again over the South geographic pole on a globe. Never been substantiated
I'm
once.
asking you, what evidence did you examine of theirs?
Oh gosh, well, I looked at actually satellite evidence first.
Satellite
and
evidence.
You know what I found?
You looked
Yeah,
at satellite
satellites
evidence.
that are doing polar orbits. Have you heard of polar orbits for satellites? I looked into this
Yeah,
first
I have,
before I get
but
into
it
the
sounded
airplane.
to me you use the satellites.
Yeah, I looked at the evidence for polar orbits, and you know what kept happening? Due to the elements, the satellites kept losing their bearings. Why? Because they said that their sensors that help them determine whether they're upright or not fail to
Yeah.
distinguish between the sky and the ground over Antarctica due to the extreme temperature differences and due to the lack of any landmarks that were distinguishable whatsoever.
Can somebody mute this guy that is hot micing?
So the satellites would actually go into a tumbling, is what they themselves claim. Their satellites start tumbling and have issues going over the poles because specifically over Antarctica, they cannot use their star trackers and they cannot use horizon indicators.
Okay,
due to
so
the
you're
uniqueness
saying,
of Antarctica. And
yeah, so you're saying none of the equipment they took actually works, and that proves they didn't fly over the South Pole.
Well, no, it just proves that they have no evidence that of actually doing it.
Okay, so they don't have evidence they did it.
All right, so why should I automatically believe them? Am I allowed
Because a
to
lot
say
of
I don't
people,
believe them? Am I allowed to say
because
I don't believe them due to lack of evidence? Is that okay with you?
no, because if they flew over the South Pole, and we know where South Pole is, geographical South Pole, and they flew over it, why wouldn't you believe them? And they recorded
Because they
it.
can't substantiate it. Because in the case of satellites, their satellites would power down and tumble every time it would start to approach the point that is considered to be over the geographic South Pole on a globe. So they weren't able to collect reliable data about their location. They were unable to validate where they were.
So
now
you
look at
guys,
airplanes.
so Yoder, you're
Sorry,
saying
go ahead.
we don't have markings, physical markings on the South Pole. We don't know where it is actually.
I don't think they know where it actually is. No.
So you're saying all of these people that visited South Pole, geographical South Pole, didn't actually visit the South Pole?
No, I want them to substantiate that they actually did. And until they do, I don't have to accept that their claims are true because they're baseless until they substantiate it.
Okay,
And they
okay.
also just place a pole out there to take pictures with when they go to the North Pole. They don't actually go to the North Pole. They put a pole out there for you to take pictures with. They even tell you that.
Okay, so you guys are saying
Why don't we hit pause? I'll tell you what we're saying. We're saying that the evidence that you believe exists is not actually there because we checked.
yeah, and you checked by and I should trust that you checked on your own word.
Yeah, like we check a lot. This is the reason for us in this room right now on Discord, on the internet, on YouTube, on X, on Rumble. We're asking for people to provide the evidence. We're crowdsourcing globe evidence.
Okay.
We ask people every day to provide it, and so far it has come up empty, just like you're coming up empty now.
Okay, so you're saying humans still, but on a flat Earth, there is no geographical South Pole, am I right?
If it requires a globe, the answer is no. I mean,
think it
what do you
kinda
want to consider the geographical South Pole? If it's going to be directly beneath a star, we can go with that, I guess, but it doesn't mean Earth is a globe.
Yeah, it doesn't mean Earth is a globe. I'm just saying on a flat Earth, are you guys saying there are geographical poles or not?
On a map, there are. Like the geographical poles are conceptions. They're conceptual locations.
They're conceptions. They're conceptions.
Right. So those concepts can exist on a flat Earth. Absolutely. Got no problem with that.
Okay, so how would you map out the poles on a flat Earth? How would you put it?
I don't know. I might use a dual polar stereographic projection of the celestial sphere. I might try that one on a flat Earth.
Could you show me what it kind of looks like in SciChat? Do you have some?
I'm driving, but somebody wants to Google dual polar stereographic projection. I mean, you'll get one way to map this out. You know, I can also give you a globe. The globe is a coordinate reference system for flat Earth.
Yeah. I understand.
Okay, real quick.
Okay, good.
But that means.
So can I? Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
I'll let you have your time to think, but can I just have a conversation with Lioness real quick? Is that fine?
Who?
The Lioness person, because they were saying something like pretty retarded in the chat that I need to address.
Well, yeah, if that's your take, I probably would say no. We're not going to go that route.
You want to hear? I mean, you can hear what they said for yourself.
You're angry, dude.
Yeah, getting triggered over what someone said is not a good showing and not something we're going to do.
Wait, how do you know I'm triggered?
Because just using some kind of word like retarded, it showcases that you don't want, unless you seek out retarded stuff. Is that what you do in life?
No.
Okay, so there we go. So now you know. What my epistemology is, when I see something stupid, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to skip. Next, scroll. You just go to always trust your algorithm.
Yeah, but do you think that you can teach somebody? Yeah, but I'm just gonna ask.
No, because you're in a contradiction at that point. If you think somebody's being retarded, then you would have to say, hey, you would have to have special methods and practices to teach that person. You don't. You don't have that sort of special education level to teach somebody.
I mean, I do.
No, you don't.
You do have special education.
I mean, I would usually agree on a. Yeah, I mean, it depends on the context, but the context is like it's very easy to address.
Yeah, dude, all that's happening right now is you're being told no over and over again, and your brain.
Where's the contradiction, though? Where's the P and not P?
Yeah, your brain farting the word no.
That's not a contradiction.
Okay, we're not going to go.
I thought we were being informal, bro.
Yeah, we're looking at trying to figure out.
Yeah, we are. You can be informal and still use the laws of logic.
Dude, you're completely derailing the conversation.
How am I derailing? You said it was a contradiction. Where's the contradiction, asshole?
We're already talking about another topic.
Triggered.
You're triggered over something in text chat, and now you're derailing the voice chat.
Wait, how am I derailing? The person that was previously talking literally said I can speak. That's what we agreed upon.
Yeah, and
you said I was contradicting myself. Yeah, where's the contradiction, asshole? I'm still talking, asshole. Hey, I'm still talking. Where's the contradiction?
No. No, you're allowed to speak to present your case for having a conversation with Level Lioness, and then that was denied. So I don't know if we want to go back to the previous conversation or not.
Oh, let's go back. I mean, I'm happy he came back.
Yeah, me too, actually. I'm glad you're here.
Hopefully I didn't just...
I need some... Sorry, go ahead.
Did the gunslinger leave?
No, I didn't leave.
Gunslinger?
Oh, you're still
I gotta go. I gotta go grab some groceries. I'll be back in 30 minutes, I think, fellas.
Oh, man. Okay, I won't be here, so take care, and I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, Yoder, you take care too, man. I'll be waiting for you, man. We gotta get to the
Stay
bottom
flat.
of this. Baby. Yeah, I'm gonna stay flat. DJ, I'm gonna stay flat.
Yeah, look for that edge when you're out and about. Look for edges and watch out for.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look for some edges, man. For sure. All right, peace out, fellas.
See ya.
All right.
I think
anyone else? Go ahead.
I was gonna just hot wash real quick. I think Gunslinger here might actually be turning a page a little bit. He came to troll. And he's finding out.
Oh yeah, big time. Like it's from the first day he came in here, where he thought all of us were just like some sort of gag. Like this is just it wasn't really flat Earth. We're just joking around. It's all for He's like, damn, you guys really are flat Earthers. Let me troll you for a little bit. Realized he couldn't troll the topic because he didn't know what it was, and then got upset, and then kind of left and came back, and now he's like, hey, let me try to figure out what this flat Earth thing is all about.
Yeah, I think the next take we need to have with him is to present some long distance observations again, some laser tests again, and keep it focused there, because I think we've established our case with him. and he's accepted our case. That doesn't mean he's accepted the argument, but he's accepted that we have a valid case and we're not trolling.